FIFA. It's all our favourite games. Well, I mean, it'll be your guys' favourite games. Subscribe to the channel. I mean, I'm a FIFA based channel, so I'm guessing you all like FIFA, but sometimes it can be a little bit shit. And that's just down to small things that can make the game bland and make the game boring. One of those things is repeatedly playing in stadiums that look like this, and this, and this as well. Sometimes it gets on my nerves, especially when you're on career mode, you're playing with a team like Celtic and you're handed fucking East Point Arena. So in FIFA 18, I think they should do their best to try and add stadiums, although I say this every single year and nothing happens. But there should be some certain stadiums that should be definites to be in FIFA, and FIFA 18 will hopefully be the introduction to some of these stadiums. So in this video, I'm going to count down just over 5 stadiums that should be in FIFA 18. Firstly, we have the Scottish stadiums, Celtic Park, Ibrox and Hampden Park. I was just going to put Celtic Park in, wouldn't be really fair considering my Celtic FIFA based channel, so I mean I had to have Rangers in Scotland in there as well. Anyway, they deserve to be there. Celtic Park, 60,000 strong. We all know what Celtic Park's like. All the Celtic fans subscribe to the channel. This was the obvious one that I was going to include. The atmosphere, everything about Celtic Park is incredible, especially on a European night, and it is one of Europe's best stadiums, and it's one of Britain's best, if not the best stadium in Britain. So why the hell would it not be in FIFA? And it's not been in the game for so long. I feel like it deserves to be in. It would make playing as Celtic just that bit more enjoyable. Then Ibrox as well, 50,000 seats. Rangers, obviously one of the biggest names in world football, as much as it pains me to say it sometimes. Their stadium is massive, their stadium is well known around the world, it deserves to be in FIFA. And then the home of Scotland, the home of Scottish football as they call it, Hampden Park, the place that holds all the cup finals. It's held a Champions League final, it's bidded for a Europa League final in the next few years. Surely that's got to earn a place in FIFA. It's actually one of the host stadiums for Euro 2020, so I mean the stadium should be involved in the game before then. I mean, it's not the nicest looking of stadiums, but it is a real, a real landmark in Scottish football, along with Celtic Park and Ibrox. Moving on to number 4, and this one might be a surprise entrant for y'all, it's Elland Road of Leeds United. Leeds, one of the biggest teams in English football history. Through the 60s, 70s, they were one of the most dominant teams in England, going for European glory, fell short most times. I don't know if they've actually won a European trophy, I'd have to actually look into it, but they're a massive team, and with this season they're pushing for that playoff place. We could see them in the Premier League next season. Elland Road is one of the bigger and better stadiums of the Championship, and a lot of people hate Leeds, and a lot of people might hate on me for including it here, but personally I think Elland Road should be in the game because, well, there's not enough Championship stadiums. The only Championship stadiums are from teams who have been relegated, and if they're to start slowly introducing stadiums from the Championship into the game, then I think Elland Road has got to be one of them, for the fact that Leeds were one of England's top teams for such a long period of time. Moving on to number 3, and it's heading over to Germany, and a team who found some form of, brilliance this season under Red Bull Leipzig. Obviously just coming into the Bundesliga over the past couple of years, they have got a massive stadium, and it really annoys me that the Bundesliga have got so little stadiums in FIFA. German stadiums, German teams known for the passion, known for the atmosphere, from everywhere around the world. Everyone wants to go, to example, to Borussia Dortmund and experience football. And in FIFA, I really do feel like there should be more German stadiums in the game, with stadiums already as the Allianz, Signal Iduna Park, and the likes of Olympia Stadion and such, and Borussia Park. There should be more stadiums in the game, and I think eventually they should aim for getting all the Bundesliga stadiums in the game. But next season, due to the uprising of Red Bull Leipzig, I would hope to see the stadium in the game. The stadium is massive, the team is booming, obviously sitting like 3rd in the table right now. They've had such a good season when it was not expected at all, so surely this will be in FIFA sometime soon. Moving on to number 2, and we're heading over to Portugal for Benfica. It is the Estádio da Luz. Forgot the name of it there. Estádio da Luz of Benfica, one of the world's nicest stadiums in my opinion. So nice, such a beautiful stadium. And obviously Portuguese football, the 3 big teams, Porto, Benfica and Sporting Lisbon, none of their stadiums in the game, but this stadium I feel like has to be in the game. It's such a nice stadium. It hosted the Champions League final in 2014. It is beautiful and it deserves to be in the game. Benfica, one of the European superpowers, you know, obviously not in the best of leagues in the world, but for the same reason Celtic and Rangers, it really deserves to have its stadium in the game. Passionate fans and all the rest of it adds up to, I think, deserving to be in the game, and it would add such a fun factor to playing as Benfica in such as a Benfica career mode or a Portuguese career mode. Which leads me on to the number 1 pick, and the stadium I think should be in FIFA, and it is the Maracanã Stadium in Brazil. Now, obviously the Maracanã is in such a situation just now which is really is not good to see, and obviously it's a shame considering it's one of the nicest football stadiums in the world. It's been left abandoned and it's in such a state where it's basically a forest and not a football stadium, but it is a beautiful stadium. It had a brief spell in an EA game in the 2014 World Cup game. Obviously this stadium hosted the 2014 World Cup finals and has hosted other World Cup finals, I believe. It is one of the world's most famous stadiums. It's a beautiful stadium, and Brazil, you know, they've won, what, 5 World Cups, so it's a stadium that should be in the game. It is such a lovely stadium, and it's a shame what's happening in real life, but I feel like it really should be acknowledged for how great it is, and FIFA really should add it to the game. It'd be great for people to have an Ultimate Team. Overall, it's just a lovely stadium and it really deserves to be in the game. About 70,000 seats, I believe, and it's got a lot of prestige and history behind it, which makes it one of the world's best stadiums, if not the best stadium in the world. Now guys, that's it for the top, well, I say top 5 stadiums that should be in FIFA, but really there was like 8 here, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. I'm going to do more of these kind of FIFA 18 wishlist videos in the near future. If you want to see more stadiums that I think should be in FIFA, let me know as well. Obviously, this is just a small selection. There are plenty more stadiums out there that have been left out of the game, sadly, and should be in it. So if you think there's any I've missed out, let me know in the comments below. And I thank you all guys for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, keep up with support the channel, and I'll see you all next time.